How to make high value friends even if you're broke. What is a high value friend? Because we're not talking about a guy that you meet at the bar. We're talking about a person who is fit, who has ambitions, who has money, just like yourself. And you're looking to share that ambition and drive with somebody else so you can go even further in your life. Now, me personally, I grew up in Missouri. It was not a major city that I lived in. And I decided to move all the way to where I'm at now, which is a major city like Austin, Texas. And I was just like you. I started to become highly ambitious and I was outgrowing some of the friends that I made in high school. Nothing against them, but I really did want to meet some other like-minded people. And moving to Austin, I didn't know anybody. For the first time in my life, I had to make new friends that I didn't just meet in school as a kid. And that was very hard. And it honestly took me over a year to kind of figure out how to do this because I haven't had a mentor or anything. So I'm going to try to bridge the gap for you right now and give you some methods that nobody talks about on how to meet these people that are going to 10x your life. So one of the first methods is a fight gym, boxing, Muay Thai, Jiu-Jitsu. All these people are showing up to a class at the same time every week, and they're paying probably $100+ a month. So that already proves that they're not just some type of a bum. They're investing in their health as well. So they're going to be healthy people. They're going to be driven people, most likely. And they're not just gonna be hot Cheeto eating ass busters. So this is great because one of the things that you'll find out in order to meet new friends is it has nothing to do with cold approach. It has to do with showing up to the same place day in and day out, week in and week out, and seeing the same people. That's how friends get made. And that's a very common misconception when you're at the beginning of your ambitions and you're super driven and Sigma and you're like, I need to go cold approach a dude. I'm like, brother, you sound a little bit gay. And it's just not the reality. So another way is a local basketball court. And this is an easy one, especially for somebody who's very almost scared of social interaction. I'm going to be honest with you all. I'm a 7 life path numerology. It's kind of like the independent loner number. So I know you can relate, especially if you have some social issues, but guys, you can just show up to a basketball court and people are going to ask you to play, especially if it's a popular court. Find one in your local area, go there, and it's very, very easy to be shooting around somebody and maybe you say, hey, want to play horse? Or there's like 4 or 5 other people there. Hey, do you want to join our game? That's what they'll say to you. And those are fit people, most likely. And because they're at a basketball court, you're going to be talking to them, talking trash. You're going to get comfortable with them. And then afterwards, you just give hey, you live in the area? Here, let me take your number down. Let me get your Instagram. We're raising up guys here, okay? But in a way that's going to upgrade your life, you know? But this is the easy way. It's going to a basketball court. Next one is a job at a non-liberal establishment. I've personally have worked a lot of restaurant jobs, serving, and I never really started making good friends until I worked at like a non-liberal establishment. Because beforehand, I was only working with girls, cute girls, which was good experience. I've definitely gotten better with girls from spending 40 hours a week with them. But what's really going to benefit you is a good group of guy friends who are also on the same type of wavelength as you. So try, if you are going to go get a job, try doing it at like a non-leftist establishment. I'm not trying to get political here, but if you go to one of these stores like an H&M to work there, you're going to be coming across some women with armpit hair, some guys who have chin hair identifying as somebody who has a pussy. And it's wild. You don't want to be around that too much. And one other method is going to church. and getting involved in the church classes. Find a church, see when they do their youth group or maybe some other Bible studies, and you're going to find guys there who are trying to be better in life. You know, they may not have the super entrepreneurial ambitions, but they most likely will if they're at church and young too, especially our age and in our young 20s. They want to make their lives better and they're trying to be disciplined. That's why they're in church. They're following the Lord. They're not following the norm, which is sucking on a puff bar, yanking your Johnson 4 times a week. You know, go to church, find a youth group or extra clubs or extra meetups that they're doing. A lot of these churches, they have so many extracurricular stuff that they're doing, and they even involve girls too if you're lonely, but that's a whole nother video if you want me to make on how to find a girl in a new city or how to find a good girl. Going to a church, I'm repeating myself, I apologize, but it's a great method, and you're gonna find dudes who are fit, who are disciplined in church, and who are just some hammer of a men and not a nail on the wall who's sleeping in till 2 p.m. on a Sunday because they just spent all Saturday night boning Big Becky from around the block. High BMI percentage. All right, so those are the 4 top methods. And especially for a non-social guy like myself, these were very easy ways to convince myself that they are possible to make new friends and actually do it. And now, you know, lonely guy who was growing out of his social group, moving to a brand new city, knowing nobody like myself, was able to find a friend group and a social life that I'm very proud of and feel really good about, and feel like these people are upgrading my lives tremendously and like keeping me going and keeping my peace preserved. And that's what you want. So I hope these methods benefit you. Please comment below your thoughts. I want to know. Hit the like button. I'm going to catch you on the next one, y'all. Peace.